Hey, good morning. I'm back. Why do the clouds have to be? Why does the sky have to be so? Why can't it just be its original? You know what I mean? It's the original, beautiful sky out. Golly, man. Well, I know this for a fact. No worldly knowledge compares to God's knowledge. As you see time and time again, that no worldly knowledge compares to God's knowledge. It says that in the book of Corinthians, 1 Corinthians, it says that. Been a lot of accidents out lately. I want to say something about like the most dangerous conditions I've driven in. I would probably say in the wintertime when I was driving box truck. I would probably say driving in that black ice. I drove in fog at night. I drove in fog. That just kept you really alert. Driving in fog when it's really heavy, dense fog at nighttime. But I drove in rain. But that black ice and sleet, especially up north here, that's nerve-wracking right there, because you gotta constantly be on point. You know what I mean? Like, how you stop, how you brake, you gotta actually pay attention to the ground. It's nothing relaxing, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing relaxing at all about it. Driving in black ice and driving in winter road conditions, slippery conditions. Like, there's nothing relaxing about that at all. I've done it several times, you know what I mean? That I can count on my hands. I've done it several times to where I've driven in that stuff. Like I said, it's not get in some hairy situations. That's why you always got to be on point. You know, especially with a bigger truck. You know, with a bigger vehicle, you got to be on point with that. But you can't stop as fast. You know. Basically, like, you gotta set your own pace out here. You know, I know the traffic, a lot of people go with the traffic, but you gotta kind of keep a distance and set your own pace, you know what I mean? And stay in your own lane, stay in your own pace. Stay at your own pace. Now the fog at night, I drove at nighttime in the fog. Heavy fog too during the summer times. At night it was real heavy fog out. And you had to use your high beams because you literally couldn't see like 100 feet in front of you. So you had to drive at a decent amount of speed. You had to drive at, you know, so that you so that just in case you had to stop fast or something like that. You know, you had to drive at a decent speed. I usually drove at about, in heavy fog like that, I probably drove at like 55 miles an hour. I mean, really like heavy fog. Like, I drove in the wintertime where it was like snow squalls, heavy snow squalls. This was down in Maryland, coming through Maryland one time. It just started snowing. I mean, heavy snow squalls just start spewing out the air, and it covered probably an inch or two. Probably a good 2 inches of snow hit the ground within like 15-20 minutes. That's how heavy you know when God sends snow, you know He gonna send snow. It's gonna snow for hours. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna snow like, you know, when God makes when natural weather makes it snow. You know, they say, oh, we'll predict like, say you get 4 to 8 inches of snow, right? Say they're predicting 4 to 8 inches of snow, and when it starts snowing, you know, then gradually it starts picking up after 2, 3, 4 hours. But it's snow, like it'll snow all day. That's the difference. Like you got time to prepare. You got time to throw salt down on the ground. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. You get the shovel. You get the shovel a couple times. But if it's like a heavy snow squall, like I went through one time when I was driving, it was probably about 4 in the morning. I was driving, and it just come down all at once. It come down, and like I I said within like 15, 20 minutes, there was probably 2 inches of snow on the ground. And I mean, you couldn't see nothing. You literally had to pull over for a minute to make sure that you were going down the right road. And that was because it was all over the windows too, like crazy, you know what I mean? Your windshield wipers couldn't even, like, you know how the snow sticks to your windshield wipers and stuff, it couldn't really, you know, it was just a mess, man. It was a mess. But I don't know, I think this winter, I feel like usually when we get a lot of rain, like we've been getting a lot of rain lately, you know, where it's been pouring down raining and stuff. So now I think this winter we might get a good amount of snow. We might not get nothing crazy like, you know, feet of snow, but we might get a foot of snow or a little less than a foot, you know what I mean? Like last winter we didn't even get a foot of snow. It snowed a couple little snow times where it snowed maybe 2 or 3 inches and that was it, you know what I mean? But like that place up in Vermont, usually sometimes I follow the floodings too. Wherever it floods at, majority of the times, like up in Vermont, like along the East Coast, they might get hit. They'll probably get hit hard this winter, like along the East Coast. You know what I mean? They'll probably have a decent snowstorm. I think we'll probably get. We'll probably get half of what they are. Not even half. We'll probably get at least a quarter of what they'll get. You know what I mean? But we'll still get a decent amount. Like for like the Ohio Valley and, you know, Pennsylvania area and stuff like that. We'll probably get a decent amount. I could be wrong, but I don't know. We may. We'll see. We'll see what this winter's like. Like I said, last winter it didn't even snow. It didn't even really snow that much. You know? I mean, it snowed a couple. It probably, like I said, it probably dropped maybe an inch or 2 here and there, another inch or 2. But it wasn't nothing crazy. Like the couple years back in 2016, how, you know, we got like 4 feet of snow, 2, 3 feet of, I don't know, it was like, yeah, it was probably like 2, 3 feet of snow we got. That was in what, that was in 2016? I think. So that was the last time it snowed. You know, that was the last time it snowed like that. I remember when we had that, you know, when we had that flooding, all that flooding going on. This area right here, this hill right here is supposed to be where some kids rolled off or something on a bus they rolled off a bus or something like that. And if you go back this hill actually makes you go backwards while you're on the hill. And you know what I mean? It's like, it makes you feel like you're, what do you call it? Like an optical illusion or something. But, and then we got out and we put powder on the, it was at nighttime. We got out and we put powder on the car, on the hood. And we could see all the hands. We could see all the hands on the car, the handprint. So it was like, you know, they were saving us. You know, they were like warning us about the hill. You know what I mean? Using their force as something good. You know what I'm saying? So that was neat. Everything's not scary or spooky. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so we'll see what the weather's like. You know what I mean? The road conditions and stuff. It's like this winter. Sun's poking out though. I wish the stupid clouds, whatever these so-called clouds are, would go away. Alright, well, let me get over here and get this done real quick.